For the offense, that's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. The Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21, and his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
1st and 10.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
1st down.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 2nd quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out in the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tannehill getting it out quickly to Brown. Not much there, only a yard. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again is Tannehill. And he whips that one incomplete there. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, Tannehill. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw again on second down. Trubisky, pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Eluding the pressure right, and it's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The throw complete, Trubisky to Miller, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Got a man. It's Patterson complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears.
Eddie Pinheiro for the Bears field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They set up the screen for Henry, and they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Steven Gostkowski on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Bears take over 1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Khalif Raymond now. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Henry. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st down, Titans.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Henry. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
The point after try for Gostkowski. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them to do that? What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Now Trubisky. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Robinson. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Patterson on the draw play. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 29-yard line.
Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 14-yard line, 2nd and 11. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 14-yard touchdown. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now it's Trubisky. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th.
Pat O'Donnell to kick off for Chicago.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. And nowhere to fit that football. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again for the 41. Tannehill with a throw caught by Brown. Taking it right down Broadway.
No, sir.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Titans are going to take the lead.
For the extra point.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, This is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's...
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
This one left side caught by Patterson. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Titans are close to finishing off this football game. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
Loss of a yard.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Tannehill now to throw. And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Looking here for Smith downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Trubisky to throw. Flush to his right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Darnell Mooney, the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down.
He was
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. There he goes, left side. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room.